Hey guys, Spider here, and we got a full, complete crafting guide for the plane, and we're going to start off by obtaining the Warden's Key. The Warden's Key can be in two different locations, one of two different locations. The first is above the cafeteria and the shower room entrance, and we're going to get Axel to go into the afterlife. You have to go into the afterlife and jump up to this top platform, and you're going to go over to that control panel. Zap it, overload it, and that's what drops the key. And then I can jump down in front of the cafeteria here and grab the key. So that's the first location. The second location could be above the warden's office. Now I'm going to do this one on solo. The nice thing about the plane parts is the plane parts are always in the same spot. So we pop into the afterlife, and then we're going to jump up on this platform. You see there's an entrance here. And at the same time you're doing this, I mean, not only can you zap the control panel, but you can also go down here and open up the door to the warden's office. Then we're going to come back up to our body, revive, and then we are free to grab the key. And the key is required for at least 3 components for the plane build. The next area we're going to go to is down by the docks, and there are a bunch of things we're going to do down there. However, I want to give you this tip before we do that. If you're playing co-op, you can get one of your co-op partners to go into the afterlife, and if you sit here and revive him like I am right now, just keep reviving, let go, revive, let go, he can stay, your partner can stay in the afterlife for a very, very long time. Every time you revive and are reviving, his meter stops counting down, so he can stay in the afterlife, and you can complete a bunch of these steps in one afterlife, and one afterlife use only. So let's get to the parts down by the docks here. Oh, and just remember, this is only useful until it gets patched. I suspect the Treyarch will patch this, so if it is patched, then you'll just have to use multiple afterlives, unfortunately. Alright, first thing we're going to do is just inside this room, we call it the generator room. We're going to go into the afterlife, and we're going to overload the control panels for this this generator. So there's 2 inside this room, 1 and 2, and then you have to go inside this. Only when in afterlife can you get in here. That's the 3rd control panel. Now that doesn't give you a part down here. What it does is de-electrify a door in the warden's office that allows you to get a plane component. If you don't overload those generators down here, and you can do Jug at the same time in this afterlife, if you don't overload those generators, then that door remains electrified and you can't open it. And we'll see that in a minute. Okay, the first build component we're going to get here for the plane are the tanks, and make sure you unlock that door before you go into the afterlife. Don't waste an afterlife, and I have done that, trust me. Now, while I realize there is an afterlife box inside that first door, I just suggest you do it, go into the afterlife up by Jug. And the only reason I say that is we got trapped in there when we were playing co-op. So the easiest thing to do is just do it this way. Don't go inside that area and zap the voltage meter to unlock the other door and open the other door. If you do it from inside, I believe the doors, the outside door closes. You can still jump over it while you're in the afterlife, but that's what I mean. If your body is in there, then you may get stuck if you don't do it right or you're not paying attention. So just go into the afterlife back where I did by Jug, then open the door exactly like I did, and then go and grab your part. And that is the first part. Even though it's indicating that's the last part, that's the first part that we're getting here in this guide. The next part is in the lift that is by the spiraled area in the Citadel Towers. Again, make sure you unlock that number pad before you go into the afterlife to set the numbers. So we're going to go back up to the top and go into the afterlife, and the numbers that you have to set are indicated on the walls or on these the tin panels here. So 3, make a note of them, 3, 1, 6. And they change every time, so it's always going to be different from game to game. So all you do is zap each of these number controllers, let's call them that, 3, 1, 6, and then what happens is the lift comes down. Now you got to be quick because it only gives you 60 seconds, I believe. We've never let it lapse, so I'm pretty sure it'll probably close up and go back up, and then you have to do it again. So you want to go back up, revive yourself, or if you're doing a co-op, then it's not really a problem. You can have somebody down here waiting. We're going to go down, see that was at 45. It counts down from 60, and it keeps counting down until you open the door to this lift. So we're going to go through this corridor, we're going to open the lift, and there is the rigging. That is our second component. Like I said, if you use that afterlife trick, if you're playing in co-op, you can do all of this in one afterlife. You can get this part, you can get the other part that we got here on the docks as well in the same afterlife. The next part we're going to pick up is in the laundry room. Make sure you open this door before you go into afterlife. If you're using the co-op trick, then just ensure that you have all the doors open before you go into the afterlife. And you can, I mean, we've had our guys scour the map, the entire map, twice over while in afterlife. I mean, you can do all of this and get all of these components and open up everything you need and power all the perk machines in a single afterlife. So we're going to go into the afterlife down here in the showers. I mean, obviously, if you're playing solo, you're going to have to do an afterlife for almost everything. So we're going to power the washing machine in the laundry room. And then you're going to go back into that area and start the washing machine. Start the wash. You're doing laundry. What the hell? Now, what this does, it actually spawns in a bunch of zombies. It doesn't start around, like we're still in round 10, it doesn't go to round 11. It just spawns in a bunch of zombies when you start the washing machine. Apparently zombies really don't like to do laundry, and they just keep spawning in. So anyways, we're just going to finish these guys off, and the laundry should be done by then. Alright, there we go. Our clothes are clean, even though they're not dry. We're picking up a wet shirt. It's actually uniforms, and we're going to use those to build or help us with the wings on the plane. So that is our third component now for the plane build. Okay, component number 4 are the engines, and they're contained in the warden's office. You need the warden's key in order to open that door, and there are the engines sitting on the table with that bright green light. Perfect indicator. And I'm already carrying a piece. Hey, remember, that's a good point to remember, too, that if you're playing solo, you can carry as many as you want. If you're running co-op, you can only have one part at a time for the plane. All right, our final part is located in the infirmary. Now we're going to go into the afterlife and open up the door on top of the roof. But you'll see here shortly, I already have. I forgot I had, because I'd played a bunch of games. So you just jump up here and you electrify this right there, but the door's already open. I have already opened it. So I unlocked Deadshot Daiquiri, and then I'm gonna come back around and revive myself, and then we can pick up the final part. Again, you need the key to unlock this cabinet, and we're going to grab the control valves. And that's it. Those are the 5 parts. Again, if you're running solo, you can collect them all and build the plane instantaneously. Or you can do it one at a time, and you have to do it one at a time if you're playing co-op. Alright, so I'm just going to skip to another gameplay here where we're completing the build on the airplane. We're going to take off, and then we're going to skip to where we did it in multiplayer and show us getting the achievement for building the plane and then taking off and going over to the Golden Gate Bridge. So let's switch over to multiplayer here. And we go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Take off. Now. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. So we're going over to the Golden Gate Bridge, and we should get an achievement pop up. We're going to crash every time. Why do we... I don't know. No one's steering this. We're sitting on top of the wings. What the hell? It's not very safe. We're not even strapped on here. And, yeah, of course we're going to fall. And there we go, 75 Gs. No one escapes alive. Achievement unlocked. So there you go. That's the plane build for you, as well as unlocking the achievement, No One Escapes Alive. I'm sure you guys have all done it by now. Except for those of you who are playing on PS3 and PC. Unfortunately, we have to wait for this DLC. Now, we should make note in this guide that for subsequent trips on the plane, you have to run at least 1 or 2 rounds. Usually on solo, it's only the next round where the gas cans spawn in. So the plane automatically rebuilds itself on top of the roof, and you have to collect 5 gas cans. The nice thing about the gas cans is that they're always in the same location, and they're always at the same location where you're getting the plane components. So we just saw there the starting of the round. It indicates the gas cans are available. We grabbed the first one out of the laundry. That's the second one in the infirmary, exactly like right beside the cabinet where we got the plane component. Next up is the warden's office, and it's on the same table, exact same location for the 3rd gas can. The fourth is down by the docks in front of that door that we had to unlock right there. And then we're going to run back into the generator area where we hit the numbers on the number pad. And our fifth gas can is there, and then you can go and refuel the plane. Again, when you're playing solo, you can pick them all up, all 5 at the same time if you'd like. Co-op, it's 1 at a time. I'm pretty sure, I mean, we played 4-player co-op. With 2-player co-op, I would assume that you can only pick up 1 part at a time in 2-player, which would make it a pain in the ass in 2-player. But that's it, and then you can go up to the plane, refuel it, take off again, go to the Golden Gate Bridge, come back, and do it all over again. It's a cycle, right? It just keeps going and going. It's like Groundhog Day. That's it, guys. Hope it helps. And I think that afterlife tip is pretty epic. So you can do a lot of things in a single afterlife. I'm Spider, and I'm out.